Well, hello Cancer, this is Maria Guyon here from Wild Fox Alchemy, and I'm here to do your business reading for July 2021. So let's get cracking, shall we? I've already laid the cards out. I meditated on them and put them down. I'm trying a new tactic this time, Cancer. If you're returning to my channel, you know that this is kind of a very baby channel, and I'm learning the tech, I'm learning how to lay things out, and I'm a bit not very good at it sometimes. So I've changed the layout because I didn't like the fact that from above I couldn't really see the cards properly, and these are such pretty cards, but they're not vibrant colours that my camera picks up very well, so I thought I'd get a bit closer. I've taken the music out because that was mostly for my benefit, to calm my nerves, because I was nervous doing this. And yeah, let's just see how it goes. Please let me know in the comments below if you prefer this, or if the old way was better, if you liked the music or didn't like the music. Anyway, here I am. This is a reading for Cancer. It is a business reading. I am an intuitive business coach, and my mission is to help you banish the blocks to your success so that you can create the abundant, magical business that you dream of. And it will give you freedom, and it will give you the ability to be philanthropic, or whatever it is that rocks your boat, Cancer. And so here we are, and let's get started. I've drawn a Work Your Light card, which is your overall energy for this month, Cancer. And the message here is, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Interesting. Interesting. I remember this card that Rebecca gives the analogy of a flower. You know, a flower just opens. It doesn't wait to see whether people are happy to see it or not, or whether people like it or not. It just opens and shows itself, you know, whatever. So I'm interested to know what you're doing to dim to fit in. Is it time that you actually started to shine for who you are? Let's see what the rest of the reading has to say. Oh, wow. We've got the Traveller as your present card. This is the equivalent of the Fool. This is about you starting a new adventure. It's about you having great potential to do something quite amazing. It's about you taking a leap of faith. It's about beginnings. It can be about innocence and curiosity, you know, looking at the world through the eyes of a child in some respects. So let's see where the rest of this reading takes us. What's crossing you? We have the Knight of Feathers crossing you. The Knight of Feathers is the equivalent of the Swords. This is a guy that likes to take action, a lot of action, but it's sometimes busy work and not actually the real work that you need to be doing. So what is your subconscious mind focusing on? Your subconscious mind is the Hermit card. Contemplation, wisdom, learning, soul searching. I've got a funny feeling this is about learning. I'll let you know what my hunch is as we get further through revealing the cards. What has happened to you in the past that could be blocking you now in your childhood? This is what you might need to heal. Look at this beautiful, beautiful card. That's what I mean about seeing them from above. They just didn't really show up so well, so I'm really happy to kind of show you them close up. This is the Strength card. So we've got another major arcana here. So we've got 3 so far. This is a big month looking at this sort of layout with 3 major arcana cards so far. The Strength card you've got here. So what's that got to do with stuff? It's about inner strength, willpower, vision. Yeah, influence, being subtly controlled. What's been going on in your recent past is the Hanged Man. Good grief. Another major arcana card. There's definitely something big. These are big life lessons that you are learning. There's something here that is significant. There's quite a lot of life lessons coming in all at once, and I feel like this reading could be life-changing for you. Or, well, I say the reading could be life-changing. Something is coming up that is life-changing for you. This is not something, it's not a trifle. This is something big. I don't often get, 4 major arcanas out of 5 cards. So let's see what your conscious focus is. It's the Queen of Acorns, passion and creativity. So I feel that you are, yeah, you're the life and soul of the party at the moment, or you want to be. You're definitely focused on being the life and soul of the party, but you've got a conflict here, Cancer, because you've got the Hermit as your subconscious message. And the Hermit is anything but the life and soul of the party. He just wants to disappear and contemplate by himself. He wants to be alone. So there's a conflict here in the fact that you want to be alone, but you also feel consciously that you need to be the life and soul of the party. You're dimming to fit in, and you know consciously that you shouldn't, but subconsciously you've got a battle on your hands because you just want to be quiet. And you have been quiet because you have the Hanged Man here, and the Hanged Man, he's about patience and taking a step back. He's about pausing. He's about letting go of things that no longer serve you. But I don't feel it's the letting go that's the message here. I think it's the standing back, the waiting, the taking the pause that is what has been happening in the recent past. And that fits with the Hermit. You've kind of justified yourself taking a pause. But yet you've got this busy work. Okay. So your near future, let's move on to that, is the Two of Acorns. And it's one of my favourite little cards, this one, because this is somebody who's taking 1,000-foot view. You know, they've got the sharp eyes, they can fly high up in the sky, but they see very clearly the tiny details. This is somebody that is planning. You're planning something, a big thing, quite a good thing, and you are going to get out of your comfort zone, and you know you need to. You know you need to, don't you? You know you shouldn't be dimming to fit in, because the dimming bit is what stifles your business. If you're silent or hiding away, or, you know, you're afraid to sell your stuff, if you're afraid to talk about your stuff, if you just want, you know, if you're same as everybody else, you're not standing out, and you'll not make the sales, you'll not make the progress that you want to be making. So what's your external environment? It's the Eight of Crystals, dedication and progress. And this is a guy who is very dedicated. He is productive. He is a craftsman. He really, really wants to know everything about his skill. You know, he's quite talented at what he's doing. Your hopes and fears are the Six of Feathers. Now then, this is something about healing, a healing journey, but when it comes in the hopes and fears position, it's about letting go, and sometimes feeling sad about letting go of something, of whatever it is that's holding you back. And the outcome card we have here is, whoa. We've got the Death card, transformation. Another major arcana card. Okay. That is a brilliant outcome, but the message here is that you have to stop dimming to fit in. There's conflict between what you know you have to do and what you want to do, is what I feel here. Okay. Now, the Animal Spirit card, oh my goodness, Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings. Now, I'm going to look. Interesting. This is interesting. I'm going to read this to you because I can't say any better than Colette Baron Reid does in this book. The message is that not all that Spirit creates in nature is easy to love. But when we look through the eyes of Wasp Spirit, we recognise that even though sometimes life stings, there is a purpose for pain, just as there is a purpose for wasps in the natural world. Wasps keep insect populations down, supporting the growth of plants. So too the sting of life may hurt, and you may feel deeply disappointed or even resentful that Wasp Spirit has shown up. But you will soon come to see that Spirit has something wonderful in store for you. You may well come to realise that being stung led to something far better than you had envisioned for yourself. Perhaps behind the scenes Wasp Spirit was conspiring with Spirit to ensure that you could grow something of value to you. Spirit has a plan, and wasp spirit plays a part. Have you ever looked back and been glad that your prayers weren't answered because the path you took led to something far better? Wasp spirit is a reminder to reflect on those times. For today's sting may hurt, but something better awaits you. Now there's a protection message here that I'm being told I should give you, because there's somebody out there who's dimming to fit in because they've got comparisonitis. Are you holding on to anger, jealousy or resentment because you got stung? Or could you just have stung yourself by comparing yourself to others? There will always be someone else who is more successful, happier, thinner, richer, etc. Jealousy is the false belief that you can't have what you want, or that someone could take away something that was supposed to be yours. Let it go and release all those feelings that are making the sting hurt long after the stinger has been removed. Wasp spirit has woken you up, and now you are called to trust that disappointment can lead you to a different and better path. Align with Spirit now and trust that this too shall pass, and is already doing so, for the pain subsides when you stop telling the story of how much it hurt. Alrighty then. Are you concerned that you are not as good as somebody else, and therefore you are not willing to jump out of your comfort zone to get what it is you want? Can I also say that sometimes life does feel stingy, and we just have to kind of get on with it. Making these videos for me a few months ago was a giant sting. It felt painful to me. I felt uncomfortable. I was scared. I was worried about my accent. I was worried about whether any of my messages would resonate with anybody. I was worried about all the minor details. And sometimes I would start the readings and I would just feel so uncomfortable because I'm speaking to no one and everyone. And that kind of is very different than when somebody asks me for a private reading. When somebody comes for a private reading, I instantly tune into their energy. I know what their questions are. I know what they're struggling with. And it's so much easier for me to tap in and get the right messages. And I felt really uncomfortable with this general stuff to everybody and nobody. And it's been painful. You know, I won't lie, but it's not been life-threatening, you know? It's a case of just getting on and doing it and getting out of the comfort zone and being able to put these things out there in the hope that someone is going to get a benefit from it, that I'm actually helping somebody to answer a question in their business or find focus in their business. That's what my aim is. So for me, it feels worth it to crack on and do it. But I feel like you have this adventure that you want to start, this new journey, this new beginning, and it will take a leap of faith, I feel. But you have this knight that's doing a lot of busy work, a lot of I'm getting the word avoidance, and what's blocking you is busy work. Without a doubt, to me now, I feel like it's busy work. You're not doing what you feel you need to be doing. And it could be that, like me, you want to make videos, you want to do, I don't know, lives on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And you know you want to do it. That's your conscious focus, this passion and creativity, this beautiful deer here who wants to be the life and soul of the party, who knows that in order to attract customers and clients you have to be the life and soul of the party. But actually, it's not naturally who you are. It's not easy for you to be the life and soul of the party. You find it a struggle. But in order to get that recognition, that's what you feel you have to do, and that's what you've been focusing on. But your subconscious mind is saying, no. What we need to do is be in solitude. We need to do a bit of learning. Perhaps we need to get more qualifications before we're able to do this. Perhaps we need more wisdom before we start doing this. Perhaps I need to do a bit more soul searching and some more contemplation before we move forward on this journey and make this leap of faith. And in order to do that, the excuse is this busy work. Well, if I could faff about creating, I don't know, a new website. I could do what Denise Duffield Thomas calls procrasti-branding, where I spend, 4 or 5 weeks just coming up with colours for the website. I could be doing logo design for a month, when really what you need to be doing is putting yourself out there. But because you're finding it difficult and it doesn't come easy to you, you're doing all this busy work to avoid it. And that's where we have a slight problem, because the subconscious mind will always win out. What I'd really like you to do is go and find my Attract More Customers and Clients recording. I'll put the link below this video, because I feel like it will help you with this, because you need to rewire your subconscious mind to get out of this mindset of, I need more wisdom, I need more experience, I need more things, let's just stand back and wait. Because that's what's been happening. Your recent past is this Hanged Man, where you've paused. You've paused, but you've not paused to do nothing. This isn't about getting a new perspective. Although that for some of you, I feel like the Hanged Man is there telling you that you've been observing other people, and that fits with the wasp spirit. So you've paused, you're holding yourself back because you're afraid you can't match up to other people that are doing what you want to do. And there's a little bit of the green-eyed monster for some of you. For some of you, it's actually just comparisonitis, where you're holding back thinking, I could never be as good as they are at whatever it is they're doing. And that's not true, because you're unique. You are who you are. There is nobody like you on this planet. There is nobody who will run a business like you do. And I talk about that in that recording that I've just mentioned. You are perfect for your business. Absolutely perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify this strength card, actually, because it's about willpower and control and patience, etc., which doesn't really give me an answer to what needs healing, honestly. Whether it's just this overthinking, this a lack of courage, perhaps. I'm not sure. Spirit, can you help me to clarify, please, this strength card? What is the strength card here to tell us? What needs healing in the distant past for Cancer that will help them to move forward and to become what they want to be, which is a successful businesswoman? What do they need to do? That's interesting. I've got the Six of Wands in reverse. And the Six of Wands is all about success and triumph. It's about leadership. It's about public recognition. But it's in reverse. Something's blocked your public recognition. How that relates to the Strength card, I'm not sure. I don't know if I should go again, actually. Should I go again, Spirit? Do I need to go again to get an answer to this? Why? Why is the public recognition blocked in the past, Spirit? Why? Why was it blocked? What caused this blockage? Why is the Strength card here? What caused this blockage, Spirit, please? Please clarify. I've got the Ten of Cups, which is about something, a new start, ending old stuff. Ooh, I'm going to go again. Ooh, whoa, I've got a jumper. I'm going to go again. We've got the Eight of Pentacles this time. And this is about dedication and progress, concentration, productivity, craftsmanship. Why are these in your distant past causing a problem? I don't feel like this is a trauma. Some people, when I do these readings, when I come up with the childhood distant past thing that needs healing, it's something really kind of profound. Perhaps they were, abused as children, or involved with a narcissistic parent, or, somebody said something that wasn't particularly encouraging and it holds them back. I don't feel like this is the case here. I just don't. There's something definitely about this recognition that blocked you getting the recognition. and we move into this happy families at the start of new things, but then we've also got this craftsmanship stuff along with the strength card. You've had to be strong. You've had to be strong, and by being strong, somehow that has, you've been strong for your family. You've been strong for your family, and that's never been recognised. It's never been recognised, I don't think. You wanted a new start, and you dedicated yourself. There's craftsmanship here. I feel like in the distant past what's happened is you have, it's not a healing thing, is it? This is not about healing. This is actually just the message about what you've been doing all this time. You've got a lot of inner strength there, Cancer, a lot of willpower. You've been determined you're going to do this, and you've struggled. You've started the new start. You have absolutely honed your craft, but in the past you have been denied recognition for something, is what I'm getting. I'm getting that you've worked hard. You started a new path and you worked hard. You are excellent at what you do. There's a guy here. He is practicing carving the stars on the rings. Look, he's creating these pentacles, and he's making lots of them. He is a craftsman. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he's worked hard for this. And you've worked hard for this, but there's something that blocked you getting the recognition that you deserved. And I wonder if it's because you didn't really put yourself out there the way that you should have. You know you've got the skills and talents. I feel that you know you've got the skills and talents, but you're waiting. You're waiting. And you're filling your time with busy work. And at the same time, somehow, yeah, I get a link here between this wisdom side of this card, where I said earlier that you fear that you're not qualified enough, that you're not skilled enough, that you're not good enough at what you want to do. And that's why you don't really want to put yourself out there, isn't it? Because you've done all the work, you've completed all the training, you've become an expert craftsperson at what you're doing, but you still don't feel like you're good enough to do what it is you need to do. So you don't want to shout from the rooftops about it. You're dimming to fit in because you don't want to stand out. You're scared to stand out. That's what I'm getting from this. This Queen of Acorns is all about you being passionate and creative and getting the recognition that you deserve for what it is that you're doing, because I feel like what you're doing is important. Without a shadow of a doubt, I feel like it's very important. And you're holding yourself back from speaking about it because you're worried somebody's going to call you out. There's a bit of imposter syndrome perhaps going on, that you've done all this work in the past, but you still think that, you know, people are going to doubt that you're good enough, and I don't think that's correct. So we get to this near future, which is the Two of Acorns, and I think what I'll probably do is clarify that one also, because this is about you planning what comes next and actually getting out of your comfort zone. I'm going to use the Herb Crafters for this one rather than the Rider-Waite, because I've used a lot of those cards and I feel like we need a full deck to clarify this. Whoops. Oh, interesting. We've got the Devil card, the Blackberry, which has thorns and stings sometimes. This is about ambition, the shadow self. This card is actually telling you that you are bound by something. You feel trapped by something. That the blackberries are really delicious, but the vines themselves can be very sort of choking, if you like. They grow very quickly and they've got little thorns. And this kind of puts a different light on this reading, actually, because I feel like what I'm being told that you need to do is to change your focus now. I feel like, right, okay, I've got it, people. I feel like this past thing, I said it didn't need healing, it does need healing. This card is key. You feeling this lack of public recognition is key. Because underneath it, you want that recognition. Consciously, you want it. And Spirit is guiding me now to say that you need to be careful what it is that you're desiring. Why are you doing this work, Cancer? Is it because you want public recognition, or is it because you want to be of service? Now, there's nothing wrong with being of service and being recognised for being of service. But if you are only in this because you want recognition, that's a mistake. And that could be contributing to the blockages, because you want this recognition. And Spirit is telling me now to be careful what you wish for, because actually you don't want the recognition. Subconsciously you don't. You're quite happy to potter along. And one of the sentences that is in the book on this particular Blackberry card says, wake up and choose transformation. This is your choice now, Cancer. You have the option to carry on being a hermit and, you know, being calm and quiet about things. What I want to say is, just because you're a hermit and you're in contemplation doesn't mean that you aren't putting your work out there, because you can be a hermit and still be putting your work out there. I mean, I live in this little cottage alone, my workspace. I'm alone here, but I still contribute. I still talk to people. I'm still trying to help people through my work. This conscious wanting recognition for it isn't the reason that you should be doing it, perhaps. And maybe if you take away the need for the recognition, because, you know, somebody didn't recognize your skills, talents, abilities, they didn't recognize them, and that's left you feeling hurt. And now you crave that recognition to try and make up for what you missed out on before. And Spirit is saying, do not go down this route. Focus on being of service. Focus on helping other people. And forget the recognition bit. Heal from that. Let it go. That's not what we're in this for. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But at the same time, we're being told, get the hell out of your comfort zone, mate, because that's the only way that you are going to be of service to others. So back to this, you know, maybe you need to write some really good blog posts, maybe you need to do some public speaking, maybe you need to be live on social media, but do it because you want to be of service now. Get out of your comfort zone for that reason, not because you're looking for that recognition from other people. It's not about awards and, you know, being featured in magazines and all this sort of stuff. It's about just doing the right things and being useful to the people that need you. So I need to look at now this 8 of crystals, which is what's going on around you. And this is physical stuff. This is, again, about dedication, productivity, skill and craftsmanship. It's time for you to bring all this learning that you've done in the past, this beautiful set of skills you've built, let it all out. Let it all out in your environment now. It's time, you know, it's time for you to crack on with it, which will move you to the 6 of feathers. And these are your hopes and fears. And this is the equivalent of the swords, actually, transition and insight. And we're talking here about, you know, letting go. Perhaps you're worried about, you know, getting out of your comfort zone. You're hoping that you can get out of your comfort zone and move forward. You're afraid of it. You are perhaps sad at this message that I'm giving you, that it's all about, you know, being of service and not about recognition. You have to let go of the need for that recognition, and that can be hard to do. You know, that's understandable. You know, if something big happened to you where you were not recognized, then that leaves you with a wound in your soul that you're constantly looking to heal. But at the end of the day, we're here for some transformation. And that's what you're going to get. The Death card is your ending. You will let go of all this. And it will transform you, I believe. I believe that letting go of the need to be recognized for your achievements will actually liberate you. It'll be a massive weight off your mind, because it will stop the conflict between this lady and this guy. Because you want the recognition, but you don't want to be seen. you want to be away. But you can be away and help people. You don't have to be seen in that respect. So it's not about dimming your light to fit in. It's about lighting up for the right reasons, this reading, Cancer. And I hope that that's resonated with you. If it has, please leave me a like, subscribe. It's free for you, but it will help me no end. This is my baby channel, and I'm desperate to grow it. I want to be of service. And I would really like it if you would share this message with anybody that you think might find it helpful. The vault is open. Private readings are open. And details of all of that stuff I will put below this reading. And I will see you soon, Cancer. Have a great July. Have a great holiday season. With love and magic always, this is Maria Gaines signing out.